What's up, guys? Back on the video track here. I apologize for the last couple of days not being able to make a video. Friday, I had work. It was a pretty busy day Friday, and yesterday I had some personal errands to run during the morning, and so I apologize for not being able to make a video. But I hope you guys followed the pics on Saturday because we had a very nice day. Finally busted through and got a nice win. Um, the early pick three we had didn't come through, but the that late pick three really busted everything open. It was nice to see with a in race 8 with a nice front running score by the 10 Mega City at I believe 24-1 he went off at, and then what a race by Caramel Swirl down the stretch with the Leparoo horse. Nosed out, got a victory, and then the finale, the 6 horse with Biscuits on board, down the center of the track, motoring home. A very nice victory. Got the win bet on him as well. So we had $33 worth of bets. We cashed out for we have 464 here, I guess you could say. So 431 of profit. Nice day. Yesterday, the bankroll now sits at 736.52. And just a recap of how I got to that 10 in race number 8 real quick. The reason I landed on him was, let me go back here. Find Mega City. All right. The reason I landed on him is I think he had the most speed in the race, and I thought he was going to get to the lead, fairly easily. And also, too, this was a softer spot for him coming down in class. And, I'm not a fan of Joe Rocco, but I think, the distance, cutting back to a mile and 16, I think served him well. He did that a few starts back in London, albeit it was against lesser competition, but you saw that he just controlled the race, from gate to wire. And he did the same thing the next start out at Belmont. And I think that's, what their intentions were. I think, his best chances to win were on the lead. And, the only other horse that had a chance to get the lead was the 11. But, I just had a feeling that, dropping in class with that front speed, more front speed, I think, than the 11, I thought he had a chance to just go gate to wire. No one went with him, and he just coasted. And I was rooting my ass off coming down the stretch, hoping that he would hang on, and he did, and he got there, and very fortunate to get the victory there. All right, so let's get to today's races. Day 13 of the meet. We're going to start in race number 6. Mile and 16th on the dirt, optional claimer, $80,000 beaten claimers. I landed on a couple of the outside horses. So the one I threw out was the 4 Tasting the Stars. He's getting back to a dirt surface. I think it's his preferred surface. The blinkers go on, so you're probably going to get more speed out of him. And last time out on the turf, he showed that speed and almost hung on. So I think the blinkers, putting them on him, trying to get him more focused. And I think the option here is to send and hopefully hang on gate to wire again. Same scenario as the 10. Just try to get to the lead and hang on. But I'm going to take a wait and see approach at 3-1. I want to see a victory. With this change of equipment. Taking a short price with that change, you never know. Could be good for a horse, could be bad for a horse. And I'm going to take a wait and see approach with this 4. So I ended up with the 5 and the 6 in here. The 5 Sally's Curlin, dropping in class, coming out of stakes company all throughout last year. Coming off the layoff, the horse, 0 for 2 the distance, but I think the class relief is really going to suit this one well. He's going to sit back and make his run later. And the only problem I have with the 5 is, the closers really haven't been closing. I mean, you have to be really close to the lead, really, to, have a chance. So that's the only thing I'm worried about with the 5. I think he has a good chance to win, but I think he's got to be a little bit closer to the pace in order to get the job done. And I like Brian Hernandez. I think he's a great jockey. Let's see if he can get this horse a good trip and get him home. I used the 6 as well in here for Norm Cassie and Florent Giroux. 2 very nice efforts. Coming off the claim, he caught a wet track first off the claim, but then going around the ground just has shown some good promise here. And I think Cassie, stepping him up in class, doing well. The odds show that he should be a player in here, and I think the 6 is a must use. So we're gonna use the 5 and a 6 in a pick 3 and a pick 4 wager we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna use some of our winnings to try to see if we can sneak a pick 4 win, cheap ticket, but nothing. See if we can ride the wave here ending the weekend. So 5 and 6 here in race 6. Race 7 is the mile and a half stakes race. Root and Riddle do wager stakes. Mile and a half on the grass versus $150,000. And we landed on 4 horses in here. The horse I like the most is number 3, Summer in Saratoga, for Joe Sharp and Corey Lannery. Again, I'll say it again, Joe Sharp has been having a very sneaky good year. Not a lot of runners, not a big sample size, but still 20%. I mean, he's doing very well with his runners this year. So watch out for Joe Sharp, going into next year, and, might start making some noise as a very elite trainer out there. But I think the 3, going from mile to mile and a half, I think this horse wants the extra distance. And looking at the figures here, and he just has that grinding type, and I think the added distance is going to suit him well. The furthest he's gone to see the past performance is almost a mile and a quarter, and showing that closing kick later stages in the races, I think that's why this 3 wants that extra ground. I think he's going to set a trip and try to make a run later on, and I think with Corey Lannery, get him a good spot on the rail and try to bust through inside and make his run down the stretch. So the 3 is the one I like the most. I think the 4 is right there too. The 4 for Beskidzo has been riding, well as of late. Second time out off the layoff coming from Europe. And again, another one I think will appreciate the extra ground. And I think another one that's going to be coming, later on in the stages. Mile and a half last time out in Europe. 1 going away. The form here, looks good against, good competition over there in Europe. So I think the 4 is a must-use as well. The 2 backups I have are the 5 and the 6. The 5, luck money for Joel Rosario. Nice to see him down at Keeneland. Not many starts, but, Joel's a lead rider. He, no reason for him not to do well. Just a very good jockey. Another one, I think, he likes the distance, but, inconsistent. Nothing too crazy here. Some wins here and there. Faced some good competition a couple starts back. But, I'd like to see more consistency. You're just up and down with the speed figures. It's kind of like, what are you going to get today? Are you going to get a good figure? Are you going to get a bad figure? How's he going to take to the track? He has, 1 win and a third and 2 starts. Likes the distance, but at 3-1, too much variance, too much volatility here. I would like to see more consistency out of this. So, grade 1 competition, grade 2, grade 3, okay efforts. You drop them in class. Again, okay efforts, but you're facing grade stakes competition again. So, is it going to be another clunker, or, I'll use, but I'm not, excited about the price. We get Joel, who, again, a great jockey. Maybe he can get him there, but I'll use him, but I'm not thrilled about this horse. And finally, the 6, Micheline, I think is how you pronounce it, for Mike Stone and Florent Giroux. Again, another one face grade stakes competition. He's going back up to a grade 3. But again, the speed figures, lower than what you would like to see for this level. Second off the layoff, again, the added ground might do him, do him well here. But again, I think you have to use him. But again, not one I'm thrilled about. And I think at 9-2, I would look for alternatives in here. The 3 and the 4 is where I landed for the bulk of my wagers here. Race 8 is where I single. Optional claimer, $80,000 beat, $80,000 beaten optional claimers. I'm out on 16th on the dirt, and I don't like the one at all. Don't like the one at all. Just don't think he's living up to the form that he once had. I think this horse is a pitch. Just do not use. I'm not going to say anything more about the one. The 2 is the one I tossed out. The 2, career best effort last time out. Yes, he's coming off the layoff, but Cohen and Theodora haven't done well at Keeneland this meet so far. And at 3-1, I don't think this horse is a use. I think there's going to be some regression here, and at that price, I think you just want to pass and go in a different direction. The direction I went in is not the favorite. It's the 5 highest honors. And here's why I say it. Came off a 2-year layoff. Needed that race. Finished 5th. Next time out, gets a little bit of a freshener. Runs a career best, tie career best figure. Wins it going away. Catches the money track next time out. Didn't do so hot. Another freshener. Route of ground. You get Gaff Leone, who's riding lights out at Keeneland. Chad Brown. Small sample size, but is doing well. I think this horse is primed for a big effort today. 3-1. I think you're going to get all of that. Single win bet. This horse is live. The 6, I'm willing to take a stand against because, yes, he's dropping in class. He gets some class relief, but he hasn't won in forever. Yeah, he's 5 for 5 at distance, but he got placed first in one of those efforts by disqualification. And he lost by a length and a half against a horse that I'm completely against in the 1. So he hasn't crossed the finish line, since early 2020. At 8-5, why should I endorse him? Wait and see. If he beats me, I'm willing to take a chance with a horse that I think is primed for a big effort based on the races previously and with the freshening top jock. I think this is a prime position. I think you're getting great value. Go with the 5. Race 9. $86,000 non-winners of one other than allowance, a mile on the grass. We landed on 4 in here. The 2, Dawn's Dancer for Mitchell Murrell. And how's the saying go? Bet Mitch, get rich. I like Mitch. Good jockey. Not a stellar. He's 1 for 21. I mean, just a little bit of a downtime for Mitchell, but a consistent horse. He's been running well. Sprints and routing. I mean, he's a good horse. I mean, 1 free on the turf. A little bit of a flyer here, but I think getting back to a routed ground is going to serve him well. He's run his best races at the routed ground. I think the inside post, save some ground, make a run later. Maybe Mitch gets a good trip here and gets him there. I didn't use the 3 at all. I think the 3. I don't think he scratched. Let me see. I don't think the 3 scratches are already out. This is at 11:22, but if he scratched or not. No, he didn't scratch. He's still in, but still. First off the layoff, yeah, he's running against tougher, but broke his mane on a sloppy track. Hasn't won on the turf yet. So, am I willing to take a horse that hasn't proven himself on the ground yet at 5-2? Wait and see. If he beats me, he beats me, and the speed figures, not that great either. So, pass on the 3. The second horse I came to was the 6 Magna Mater. Brendan Walsh, Gaff Leone, first time in the States, first time Lasix. I think the horse might need a race. I think the route of ground, I think he wants to go. I think he might want to go longer. But at 8-1 with the horses that are in here, I think he's worth a shot to, use and, catches a trip again. The route of ground might serve him well. I'm willing to use and endorse at 8-1. I think it's a good price for the 6 here. The 7, Amiche, Cherie DeVoe, Brian Hernandez. Cherie had a nice little meet too. Broke its maiden last time out, going a route of ground. Again, with the horses that are in here, I think I'm willing to take a chance here. Front speed, gate to wire. I think that's what the horse wants to do. I think you send him, and hope he hangs on and gets the job done. And jockey trainer combination, 4 for 8, last 60 days. I think signs are pointing in the right direction. Nice, buyer speed figure, Brisnet speed figure increase, start over start. I think this is a good shot for the 7 here to make some noise at 5-1. And the other horse that I used is the horse that beat Miche 2 starts back, and that's the 12. Uyuni, I guess. Wesley Ward, Joel Rosario team up, quite often. Another one that he lost, beat Miche last time out. First start against Winners, got housed, and actually that was the race the Texas Shuffle finished second in. However, I think this one has more upside. Nice Work's coming in. I think likes the distance. I think relish the distance, has the outside post, control where she wants to be, whether it's up close or just off. She's run well in, either scenario. I mean, again, last time out, didn't show much promise, but again, first start against Winners, and Kentucky Downs is a tricky track because some horses like it, some horses don't, but it's not like any other track in the country. You have them hills up and down. Some horses take to it, some horses don't. So, I'm willing to forgive that effort, and I think coming back to this form is very likely for this 12. So I'm going to use her, 2, 6, 7, and 12 in race 9. So the bets for today, we're going to do a $2 pick 3 in race 6, 5 and 6 with 3, 4, 5, and 6 with 5 for $16. The 50-cent pick 4, again 5, 6 with 3, 4, 5, 6, singling the 5 highest honors in race 8, and 2, 6, 7, and 12 in race 9 for $16. Race 7, a straight $15 daily double, 3, 4, so Summer and Saratoga and the Beskiza horse with highest honors. That's $30. And then 35 to win on the 5 and race 8 highest honors. That is the 5% play for the day. These two are near 5% plays, and this 2% is $14, or right around the 2% range for these two. So altogether, 65, 81, $97 worth of bets. The bankroll stands at 36.52. Again, once we get to 1,000, hopefully we creep up some more today. We'll cash out starting at 500, but let's hope for some more winners today in general. Enjoy the races today. Enjoy all of your wagers. Enjoy football. We got NFL starting at 1 o'clock. And let's have a great day. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.